welcome back to the channel, or hello if you're new. I'm so excited for today's video because it is a spring clean with me. Now, if you've been watching the vlogs, I did one recently. It was a spring refresh vlog where I kind of did a few things here and there to clean the apartment, just a few areas that I needed to clean, but I didn't do a full spring clean, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a while now, and today is the day. It is a Tuesday. We officially move out of this apartment in a couple of months, and so I want to start just really kind of decluttering, organizing for the sake of me, but obviously it doesn't make that much sense if we're moving out soon, and cleaning because we are going to be moving and moving stuff out of here. So I just want to make sure that the space is clean, and we still have 2 more months in this apartment, so I want to enjoy it. I made a list today of everything that I want to do. These are things that I often avoid doing, don't do very often, and think it would be nice to also remind you guys too if you have these things that you need to get done. And so the main area that I want to clean and focus on in this video is the kitchen. So for the kitchen, I want to organize our baking cabinet. I made some more labels with my Cricut, so I want to go ahead and put some labels on some jars, organize some things in there. I'll talk about that once we get over there. Our kitchen cabinets, I want to wipe down. I want to clean those out, organize those. I've started actually already cleaning our oven, so I'll talk about that too, because that's something that I have actually never done before, which is so bad. I was watching my friend Rachel Vin's videos and she was talking about cleaning her oven. I was like, you know, that's actually a really smart idea. I need to do that. I want to organize under our sink. I want to clean out our freezer, and then Cash has a ledge I want to go through, and I also want to organize our kitchen cabinets. And then over in the living room, I want to organize my desk space. So there are a couple of drawers. Aiden used to use this desk, so he has some stuff in there. I want to go through there. I also have a basket that I keep a lot of my cords and stuff on there, so we'll clean that out. And then the bathroom is another big area I want to focus on. One is our bathroom cabinets. I have quite a bit of PR stuff, so just products I've been gifted that I want to go through and include a giveaway in this video if you guys want any of those, so stay tuned for that. I want to deep clean our shower, and then I also want to clean our washer and dryer because that's something that I've never done before, but I want to go through and do a run of our washer and dryer to clean it out too. So these are things that I often forget to do. There are things like vacuuming, wiping the surfaces, that kind of stuff that I do routinely, but these are things that have never happened or don't happen very often. But before we start, I want to say that my cropped hoodie that I'm wearing, this is actually a crew neck, is from Target. I got this a while ago. I don't think I could find a link, but I really like it. My shorts are from Urban Outfitters. I've worn these so often. They're honestly so comfy, which is why I'm wearing them while I clean today. My hair scarf is from Madewell. I also really love that. And then I just threw on these Amazon slippers since I'm gonna be walking around and wanna be comfortable. So that is the cleaning fit. Starting off with the kitchen, the first thing that I wanna do is organize my baking cabinet. So I have been baking a little bit more often lately. It's something I've been trying to get into with doing bread and everything. And everything is kind of half labeled right now, but there are things that I have recently gotten that need to be labeled and put into jars. I really like having these. They're very practical. Labeling and putting things into jars doesn't really work for my pantry for me because for some reason I just never get around to it, and the pantry just is going to be what it is. It's not super organized, but for baking I'm usually able to maintain this pretty well. So I went ahead and picked up some new jars, which you can also, this is obviously better to use jars you already have, use old jars from food products or whatever, but I just got these from Home Goods. They were very cheap. I'm actually not a huge fan of the marble lids, but they were the cheapest ones. We got a few of these just small mason jars for smaller items. And then for my spice jar, I actually already have all my spices labeled in jars like this, but I've recently gotten a few new ones that I need to funnel into some jars and also label. So that is what I'm gonna do first, and then after that I'll go through the other cabinets and just wipe them down and organize them, since that's what I'm gonna do to this one. And then I also have a Cricut maker, and that is how I made these labels. I am not a DIY person. I usually prefer to buy things because I can just never do them well when I DIY them, but my Cricut makes it so easy. And essentially you can just download a template. So I just found a template that someone had, and they're not perfect because, like I said, I'm not very great at graphic design or anything, so they're not the most symmetrical or anything, but they do the job. I just get the smart vinyl writable materials from Cricut, and it makes it really easy to label. So this isn't sponsored by them. I did work with them a year ago, but I just love my Cricut. I think it's great if you're wanting to do projects or label anything. And while we do this, because I'm also gonna be recording on my phone because I'm making some iPhone reels, because you guys know that's been one of my goals. I'm just gonna play some music on my JBL, and I think I'm just gonna play Camp. I've been playing their music a lot lately. It's like the best, just kind of chill vibes. So I'm gonna put that on. I'll have a playlist link down below. I really, really like their music. It's really good. thing that I didn't currently have labeled, but now I have some that I actually need to refill. So I already have a sesame container, but I ran out, so I just need to refill it with these. So I'm gonna use my funnel that I've been using, which all this stuff I'll link from Amazon. It's a kit that you can use and it's super easy to do. I feel like this is old news, so many people have done this now, but it's really handy to do. So So here's the spice drawer. It is not perfect. As you can see, these have water damage. They don't all match. This is kind of like my version of organized. It's organized, but it's not crazy. I'm just not that particular of a person. I don't really care that much. So this works for me. I really like it. I obviously use these all the time when I bake, so I like when this is organized. And then I just have some of my leftover Willa starter from Ballerina Farm. But now we need to organize all of this good stuff in this cabinet. So we're gonna see what the best method is and just put everything. Okay, wow. This is actually my dream situation. I did not think it was gonna look this great. I know the containers are kind of mismatched, but I definitely believe you should just use what you have. Like this yeast container I already have, so I'm not gonna replace all these and be wasteful because I already have these, so I don't need them all to match, but it looks amazing. Up at the top, I just have a lot of stuff I don't frequently use, like teas. Sweet and Low I don't use, but I know some people like with their coffee, so I like to have it. And then some coffee filters. But yeah, everything right here is stuff that I've just been using a lot lately. And oh my gosh, the setup is just so nice. I'm so thankful that it looks like this. I'd highly recommend doing this. If you bake a lot, cook a lot, you use this area so much, so it's so nice when it's all clean. Honestly, just needed a break from the kitchen because that is taking so much longer than expected. And so I'm moving over to the bathroom. I'm gonna go underneath my drawers right now and go through all of my excess skincare products. One of the things that has really helped me be more minimal with my skincare and just downsize and only use the products that I use is a service called Haldi Skin. If you guys have been watching the vlogs, I talked about them I think a couple months ago, but it is the best service if you're trying to personalize your skincare routine and only use products that you really love. And I'm so thankful that they're partnering with me on today's video because I've been using the products that they recommended for a couple of months now and I truly love them. Haldi Skin is a free personalized skincare service. You take a skincare quiz and it's going to analyze all the products that you currently use, what you're trying to achieve with your skincare. For me personally, I've been extremely open about dealing with acne lately after going off of hormonal birth control. And so my primary concerns right now are acne and also dark spots. It's kind of the next phase because I feel like my skin is clearing up a little bit, but I do have a lot of dark spots left behind from picking up my pimples, which I know I'm not supposed to do. Essentially, any products that you want to keep in your routine. So say for me, I really love my CeraVe cleansers. I love how basic these are. I love how simple they are. They really do work for my skin. So I wanted to keep those in. But as far as moisturizer goes, sunscreen that I wasn't really using enough, those are things that Haldi helped incorporate into my skincare routine. They have a list of ingredient offenders, and essentially these are all the things that are not great for your skin. So things like mineral oils that are gonna clog your pores, which I definitely was using products previously that had those things in them. Any parabens, sulfates, those things that are going to dry out your skin. You then get your skincare routine from a skincare expert that's going to detail exactly how to use the product, so you don't have to, look at your product and analyze exactly how to use it. They're just gonna lay it all out for you in a very beautiful way. And the best part is it's totally free, which is just so crazy awesome. I wish I would have known about this years ago when I was just starting to get into skincare and figure out what works for my skin. The products that I've been using, this is the Elta MD Skincare UV Restore Broad Spectrum Sunscreen. I've actually heard great things about this since they recommended this. I had no idea this was so popular. I've also added in this Prism Herbivore AHA and BHA Exfoliating Glow Serum because I needed an exfoliant. And then lastly is just the Dream Eye Cream from Youth to the People, which I only use a tiny bit of this. So I feel like this has lasted for a long time, but I'll have the skincare quiz down below if you guys want to take it. Again, it's totally free and you can just get a skincare routine that works best for you from Holiday Skin. This is the state of underneath my sink right now. So these are a lot of products that I've just built up from getting PR or things that I bought myself too. A lot of these things are duplicates that I do plan to use, but a lot of them are not. So I'm gonna go through and separate things into piles of things I'm keeping, things I'm not, and then I'm gonna show you guys the stuff you can win in the giveaway if there are any products that you're interested in.
Either way, I lose, you win. By some persuasion, you let go. Of the position, you know that you should hold.
And here we have all of the giveaway items. So there are a bunch of different brands in here. We have some Aveda, Dr. Zenobia, some Tula, Aquaphor, Equilibria, CBD Balm. There's a bunch of everything. If you guys want to enter, this giveaway is going to close. I'll have the date right here. If you guys want to win, all you have to do is comment down below your favorite chore to do around the house and also include your Instagram @name. And I'm going to select a random winner on this date that I'll have on the screen. And I always announce that over on my Instagram and I DM the winner on Instagram. That is how I like to get in touch. So feel free to enter, just comment down below. I didn't sleep particularly great last night. I've definitely been dealing with a little bit more anxious feelings than normal lately, and so I just haven't been sleeping super great, so I feel like I'm really out of breath and tired, but we have a few more things to do, so I'm gonna keep trucking along. Just cross that off. Now our next to do is actually to do the drawers. So right here, these drawers with our utensils, they always just get crazy unorganized. I think it's because I had too many things in there, and so something that I did recently, I picked up this utensil holder from Home Goods. I think it's super cute. It just has a marble bottom, wood, and I put a lot of the utensils that I frequently use up here so I can just grab them. For one, it's easier, but also it'll help me be able to keep this a bit more organized. So I'm gonna go through and organize this. You've probably seen me do this so many times because I just always have to do it, but hopefully now with less in here, it'll be easier to me. I just finished organizing again. I'm not gonna say that these are gonna stay like this because I know myself, but in the meantime, they're pretty organized. I also got rid of some duplicates that I had. So I had another set of measuring cups that I'm going to donate. So I just took those out. This is all good. And now I'm just gonna go through the rest of my drawers and wipe them down, replace them. The other ones aren't really that unorganized except for my junk one, which I'll show you in a second, but they're not too bad. So I'm just gonna go through there and organize them a bit, freshen up, get rid of anything that needs to be gotten rid of. I said that weird. And then this is the current state of under our sink. This one always gets pretty crazy, so need to go ahead and do something here. Again, this is another area I've organized quite a bit, and if we weren't moving, I would come up with a better system, but for now, we're just gonna kind of organize it best we can. Let's go. Here's my best organizational job. It is not great, and I don't think it's actually gonna stay like this, but also I have too many pods for this container, so I'm just keeping it half open right now because I don't want to throw any of these out. But I have some extra bags back there, bubble wrap, my cleaning products, which slowly trying to weed off like these kinds of cleaners that are less natural, but I just still have them, so I'm keeping them until I use them up. But now we are moving over here, and this is quite possibly the worst cabinet in the world. I don't even know what's in here. This always seems to happen. I throw stuff in here, but we need to go through here and try our best to go through. Here's our finished cabinet. Again, there's no rhyme or reason for this. I just took the stuff out that I no longer need and stored it elsewhere or got rid of it. This is the stuff that needs to stay. It's very random, but we all have one of these cabinets, so I'm just gonna leave it. And for the fridge, I would also go ahead and clean our fridge, but I actually already did this, took everything out, deep cleaned it, but There are a lot of like sauces and things I want to go through because I don't think I'm using all these, and as you can see, it's a little bit chaotic. So we're gonna go through these and just get rid of these. This is the last thing I need to do for the fridge. So my last project in the kitchen is the oven. So like I mentioned, I have never cleaned our oven before, which is really crazy. I looked up online and there were a bunch of different methods, and I did one where you essentially just take baking soda and water and you make a paste. You apply it to your oven, you let it sit overnight or for 12 hours, and then you scrub it. I've also been soaking the racks over in our bathtub because our sink is just not that big. So I soaked those for a couple of hours. So I'm gonna scrub those, put them back in. This just seems like one of the easiest ways, but I know there are a bunch of different ways to do it, but our oven is really gross. So I'm about to scrub. I feel like I should probably take this white shirt off. I'm probably gonna do that, put on something darker and then scrub away. Now in the bathroom where these have been soaking, the water is absolutely disgusting, which shows how dirty these are. So I'm just gonna scrub them in the bathtub because again, they're huge. Try to get these.
You're telling me you know what you need, but when I turn the lights off, it's all so clear. I can't get away, can't run away, I can't get away.
And then obviously there is a lot of stuff left over from rinsing off my oven racks. And so now I'm just gonna go in and scrub our shower. This needs to be clean anyway, so we're just gonna go ahead and scrub this. My camera actually died, which was perfect because I needed to take a break. I was really fading out, and I made some lunch, took cash out. I've been making Mediterranean bowls lately, and this one I did tomatoes, lettuce. I have this tzatziki cucumber dip from Trader Joe's that's so good, and then I topped it with a veggie burger and also some feta cheese, and it was delicious. So that was my lunch. But now I'm gonna go ahead and clean our washer just because this is gonna take quite a bit of time to do. But essentially, I've never done this before, but you set your washer to wash on the hot water setting, and you add 3 cups of vinegar in. You let that move around for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then you add in ½ a cup to a cup of baking soda, let that move around for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you stop the cycle and let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. And then you kind of scrub, get around all the nooks and crannies, and then you run your washer. And then after that, you go through and you wipe it down again and you run it again. So this is gonna be 2 full cycles. So that's why I wanna start doing this now. I've never really done this, but I think that our washer does have, I don't know, it's not even that dirty, but it definitely has kind of a scent to it. It just smells a little funky. And then up here, there's definitely some residue. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'll let you guys know if you should do it too, because I've never done this before, but I've seen people do it. There's also a way you can use bleach, but I try to stay away from bleach. So I'm probably not gonna do that. So this one might not clean as well, but I think it should help. I apologize for the fact that you can hear my washer going right now because I'm letting the baking soda go in right now, but I'm now gonna go clean out my desk. I'm gonna clean out the basket that I told you guys about and the drawers, and I really don't know what's in here, so this will be a surprise.
Telephone
is my cord box. It looks so much better. I do like to keep my wallet in here. I don't know why, but just all the cords that I use. These are wedding photos. I don't know. I just always like to keep those in there so I know where they're at. And then in these drawers, so these all used to be like old documents. It was kind of a catch-all, but I just keep my headphones now, phone cases, my tripod, Bluetooth remote. We got some stamps back there. And then down here, I have my templates from Milena, some thank you notes, some extra cords. And yeah, it looks a whole lot better. I didn't show before of this, but it was basically just a ton of random stuff.
But a stranger's tone, alright.
I also just happened to find a few important documents in our desk, so I'm gonna go ahead and put these in a box that I keep in our closet that has all of our documents, like our tax documents, any important bills, that kind of stuff that we need to keep. So I'm gonna go pop those up there.
Like a bandit on the run.
I just realized that I was also meaning to clean out our freezer, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that because I just totally forgot to do that when I was finishing up the kitchen.
Let me know where to begin.
And I'm now about to do some dusting. So this is something that I honestly don't do very frequently. I probably should do more. I wipe down our surfaces a lot, but I never just straight up dust like the hard to reach area. So I'm gonna do that with our shelves, our bookshelf, our ceiling fan too. So all those places that tend to get dusty that I don't normally hit, we're gonna do that. And honestly, dusting's fun. So I don't know why I don't do this more. That I'm going to do, so the washer is still on the last wash cycle that it's doing, but after that I'm officially done, which feels great because it is almost 5 o'clock and I am just ready to sit down and actually get my work done now. This has been such a great cleaning session, but I'm about to vacuum, which I honestly do every single day. This isn't anything special for spring, but of course, love my Dyson. You guys know I share this all the time. This is the Dyson V8 Animal. I love it. It makes vacuuming much more enjoyable because it's so much easier. So I'm just gonna run this and then call it a day. Quite possibly the absolute best feeling in the world when you finish cleaning, you light a candle, your house is all clean. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this gave you some inspiration. This might be a little bit late, but it's never too late to clean all those areas that you often forget to clean. So I hope you guys enjoy. I love watching cleaning videos, and I also want to say that I know there's so many other things I could do in this video, like vacuuming my couch. That's something that I frequently like to do. I like to do a freshener on our carpet with baking soda and essential oils, but I kind of already did a lot of those things in my spring refresh vlog, so these were the other things that I was putting off doing, especially the baking cabinet. That was the main thing that I wanted to do, updating the spices, all that jazz. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Everything that I shared will also be linked down below, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.